It was another near miss, but what happens when our luck runs out?
Good question, isn't it? Channel 2 investigator Robert Arnold was really in the thick of it out there in Lake Charles. Tonight, he investigates whether the Houston area is ready for the big one.
You were looking at the bottom of a one-story house that's 10 feet in the air.
Meyerland resident Drew Sheffman finally had enough. After flooding during Memorial Day and Tax Day storms, Sheffman raised his home 10 feet.
Lifting the house was not the difficult part. Flooding multiple times was the difficult part.
But major storms, especially hurricanes, bring more than just water.
We've been here since '97.
Pasadena resident Ernie Ramos knows wind is a formidable enemy.
When Hurricane I came, I had 2 trees fall on our house in the front and 1 in the back.
2 neighborhoods 17 miles apart, but both examples of our region's vulnerability to hurricanes.
We dodged the bullet with Laura.
Co-director of Rice University's Severe Storm Prediction, Education, and Evacuation from Disasters Center, Jim Blackburn, would agree.
Today, we're looking at a very different reality. We're looking at storms that are getting bigger and bigger.
Part of the vulnerability comes from the age of homes in our region. According to a U.S. Census study of homes from the woodlands to Sugarland, the average year a home was built is 1987. In a recent study by Texas A&M University of home damage following Hurricane Harvey shows homes built after 2003 suffered the least amount of damage. Another factor.
In a strong wind hurricane event, isolated buildings in open areas might be more damaged than homes that are close to each other.
Power outages are another grueling after effect of hurricanes. Ramos remembers Hurricane Ike.
When Hurricane I came, we were out of electricity for about 3 weeks. It was in gas. That was hard to get gas.
Both Entergy and Centerpoint tell KPRC hundreds of millions have been spent to harden our infrastructure against storms, but outages are inevitable. Hurricane Laura caused so much damage to Entergy's system in southwest Louisiana, power had to be temporarily cut to customers in Galveston and Montgomery counties to prevent other parts of the company's grid from getting overloaded and creating more blackouts.
I totally understand, but, you know, it's a huge inconvenience because, you know, with kids, it's difficult.
Laura was the strongest hurricane to hit Louisiana in 150 years. She was also a stark reminder of our area's vulnerabilities. But that's not to say progress isn't being made. A more than $2 billion bond project passed after Hurricane Harvey is working toward reducing flooding in Harris County. The Army Corps of Engineers recently completed upgrades of Barker and Addicks dams. Coastal protection projects are also in the works. But until all of this work is complete, it is up to everyone to prepare for storms. As Blackburn puts it, we're running out of near misses.
We cannot depend that that's going to continue to happen. Luck is not planned.
The key here is preparation, and KPRC has loads of information to help you prepare for hurricanes. Everything from evacuation routes to how to build a storm kit can be found on click2houston.com under the Investigate section. Robert Arnold, KPRC, Channel 2 News.